Two guys from two worlds. This is the FlipSide. New episodes uploaded on YouTube every Wednesdays and Saturdays. Now, your hosts, Jay and Noel. We're good?
No, but we'll figure it out
Okay.
as we're going
Good
along.
morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the FlipSide with Jay and Noel. How's everybody doing today? Tonight, 7:57 p.m., the 27th of May, here in the United of Estados Unidos. And it's 7:57 a.m., 27 de Mayo sa Pilipinas. Kamusta na? What an ass,
Mabuti
man.
po.
It's too early for that shit, Noel. Sorry.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Today I am like in a. So I've
You
been
sound
sick
like-
since
Zone.
yesterday. I know. I'm in a zone, but let me get this out of the way real quick. I've been sick, feeling sick since yesterday. I'm literally breathing only through my right nostril for the past 24 hours, and it sucks. And now I'm rushing because, well, I've been laying down the whole day, sleeping, and you know what? Nobody cares. Who cares?
You know the first 10 seconds when you do the intro, like, hey, good morning, blah, 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 blah. You sound like my alarm clock in the morning, like, and then I'm like, it's going to turn off any second now by itself. By itself, it's going to turn off. Okay, I'll turn it off.
Are you serious?
It's not that it sounds annoying or annoying like an alarm clock, but it's one of those. Hold on, how do I pull myself out of this hole?
Yeah.
Enthusiastic. It's an enthusiastic wake-up call.
Yeah, but not exactly like good morning Vietnam. No, it's more like it's like, hey, we're doing a podcast.
I just want to emphasize real quick that I'm so glad that we're doing this. I'm so glad that we're doing this every time.
No, that's what I mean. I'm glad that we're doing it.
Nice to talk to you
Except
too,
that-
bro.
Except the introduction part is always like awkward for you, awkward for me. It's always like, hey. Okay, at least we got that one over with. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
All right. What is she covering now?
I have
you
a
okay there?
little light thing.
What do you
It's
mean,
so
little
dark
light thing?
here.
We forgot to introduce Celeste.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Hi. So we have a guest again today. Her name is Celestina something. Celestina Avasu.
Celestina.
What's
it a-
going on?
Is it Avasu?
That's my Facebook name.
Oh, never mind. It's her again. Welcome back. How are you?
A lot's happened. A
lot.
lot
Tell us
has
about it.
happened.
Tell us about it.
Should we start with
So-
that already or what? Should we
I
jump
got
into that?
ants in my pants. Well, she's got her coffee. She's ready to go. Why not?
You guys.
All right, go ahead.
You guys.
Yeah, you could tease us about it, and then we can talk about something else.
So remember that I was dating this Kiwi guy, right?
Oh yeah, the mulatto guy,
What's a
Oh,
mulatto?
like a light skinned guy.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Guess what?
Guess what?
He's in town.
Guess first.
He's
Top
in town.
notch.
Keep guessing.
You're engaged.
He broke up with me.
Shut the front door.
In person? In person or
No.
online?
Online, on text.
By text too. You couldn't at least hit FaceTime
Oh,
or something.
Oh, let me guess. Let me guess. He said that you were crazy. That you'd lose your shit. Like you'd get like really upset and you're why? How?
No. This is exactly what he said. I'll read it out so that it's a fun day.
Okay.
Did you
all right.
did you
Shut up, dude. Shut up. Let her
Wait,
read
wait.
it first.
I want to appreciate what's going on right now.
Okay, all
Do you know? Just I'll give you a second, Celeste, to prepare yourself. But did you know about this?
Of course, she knows about it. It happened to her. You ding dong.
I'm talking about you. Did you know that this happened?
Yeah.
Are you?
No.
Is it morning over there too?
No, it's nighttime. It's like it's 8 o'clock p.m., but it's still sun's still out. No, I didn't know until literally I messaged you that hey, she's gonna be on because she has news.
No,
Did you know
none
that?
of you knew. None of you knew
I didn't
because I
know.
did tell you.
My reaction was genuine.
Okay.
I could have
So this
sworn
is
he was like on his way there or something, you know?
yeah, that's the surprise I wanted to do. That's what that I guess I knew like, because I knew that you guys would think that way that oh, you are you engaged? Is he there? Because it was
Yeah.
going so well that
Right.
you wouldn't expect a breakup to happen.
Right.
he
For those of you
says-
guys just catching up and didn't see Celeste on the other episode, she had this boyfriend. She's excited to meet him. He's planning to come here.
Yeah.
And the latest
she was dating a Swiss Army knife.
and the latest
No.
update is
Finito.
The latest update is he broke up with me and said this on text.
Wow. Okay.
let's read it.
Ready? I
Yeah.
just feel different now over the last month of felt like you are a friend, not as a partner. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. I think because I've been trying to concentrate on myself and I've got a lot on. Anyway, I'm still coming over to the Philippines if you want to meet. That's cool. If not, well, I guess block me because I don't want to waste your time anymore.
Yeah, he's fucking somebody else.
Yeah, I was
I
thinking
mean,
that too.
I'm sorry. All of a sudden, something like that, and something this deep. Nah, he's banging some chick. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but that's the first thing that after hearing what he just typed out.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. And then it got weirder throughout this breakup. So it's like he was still friends with me on Facebook and everywhere else. And then I noticed we play video games, right? Fortnite.
Right.
And he introduced me to Fortnite. So I am, what's the word? I'm always on Fortnite now, and you can see when people are online. And
Right.
he removed me from his friend list because I didn't see him anymore on the list. So you can see. But then we have a mutual friend through him, and they always play duos together, and then you can see when they're playing duos together, except without his handle. And then a few days later, I was like, oh, I understand, blah blah blah. Totally cool, whatever. It's his choice. So I was like, why did you remove me from Fortnite though? I thought you still wanted to be friends and blah blah blah. And then he's like, oh, I don't know, I was in a moment. But funny enough, he was jealous of one of the guys I was playing with. And he even name dropped the guy and was like, I removed you on my friends list because I know that you play with Atrocity. And then and I was like, okay. Oh, sad. And then and then I joined Tinder after a few days. And I'm like, what if he's on Tinder too? Like, you don't just drop the ball in after like during a good relationship. Like I was freaking chill. I was, playing video games with him. I was always just understanding of him when he would fall asleep while we do a movie date or whatever. And then so I go on Tinder. I do the passport thing. So I go to his town, which is a psycho move to do. Like,
yeah, that was straight up stalkish.
And then I swipe through his town and he's there. He has a new profile, new photos. And he says he's looking for short term, open to long. And it's like, what?
Nice. That's my hero.
So yeah. And then I decide to swipe right. But and on Tinder, if you swipe right on somebody and they don't swipe right on you, you'll never know that they swiped right on you.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter if you swipe right on them. But I feel like he saw that I had a Tinder because all of a sudden, I was blocked in everything, including Spotify.
Wow.
Blocked,
Yeah.
Okay.
canceled,
Is that it? Is that it?
deleted,
Yeah.
First
control
of
alt
all,
delete, control
that
quit.
was some straight up stockish crap that you just did there. Like talking about Red Shoe Diary type of thing.
But I'm sorry to hear that,
Isn't it funny?
I'm sorry to
Isn't it
hear that you
funny?
guys broke up, but he's basically cleaning his trails.
I'm trying to stretch my
Yeah.
eyebrows
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like my eyebrows were.
And like the only reason I feel like he blocked me was so that he can cover his trails. Be
Exactly.
like, oh, I was never with anyone.
Yeah. He's basically cleaning up his trails, which makes it easy because it's online. Getting rid of some kind of online presence or switching everything up. And then to top it off, being able to go back to Tinder on his own place and taking it out of, man, that's actually clever for him though. I'll give him credit for that. I mean, it sucks that you guys broke up, and I apologize for that. It's never easy going through a breakup.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing.
And
Why he's
the
cleaning
funny,
house.
I forgot to add. So after we talked about why he just sees me as a friend now. He was like, I'm glad we're staying friends. If you still want to meet in August, we can. And I was like, yeah, sure. Let me know when you're here and we can meet up. And then he's like, yeah, it can still happen.
No,
And like,
whatever.
and I was like, okay, sure. If you don't meet somebody and fall in love with them or whatever. And then he's like, oh, don't say that. And then that was before he like blocked me on everything. And it's like,
Right.
why do men say these things and it's not real?
Because we're all
That's my
dirtbags.
question. I know
We're
you guys keep
dirtbags.
saying that, but why?
Yeah,
You know
here's the difference. Go ahead, Noel. Go ahead.
You know, the back of your car, there's a spare tire. You're a spare tire.
Yeah.
He turned you into a spare tire, like a light switch. But my quick reaction to that was like it was all just in one text. It wasn't like, hey, can we talk? I got
Yeah.
something going on.
There's no introduction
segue.
whatsoever.
Yeah, like it was like he turned off the light switch first, and then and then he felt guilty.
Yeah.
And
No, it's not feeling guilty. That's not feeling guilty. I mean, he's smart. No, he didn't feel guilty there because he knows he's probably going to the Philippines in August, like you said, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you lose that connection? Why would you lose that possible thingamajig that could happen in another country? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm just being honest, but 90% of men are scumbags. You know, once upon a time, I was a scumbag as well. I'm still a scumbag, but I married a scumbag. I'm a married scumbag. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
not in that sense. As much as guys want to believe, like, oh no, I'm not like that guy. I've never done anything like that. I've never thought of it that way. Bullshit. You're fucking gay if you do that. But not that it's, oh, we're live. I'm sorry. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I don't want to get banned again.
you know, we got banned from TikTok.
What? Why?
Because
We
I
were
kept saying that word until like, so we're banned until 9:45 tonight.
Yeah. we were
Yeah.
live on TikTok while we were doing live, I think on YouTube.
Oh, so you're not supposed to say?
Like there's a secret word that you're not supposed to say.
But you don't know.
I don't know, but I mean,
No,
all of a
no.
sudden, after me saying it 3 times in a row,
Yeah,
it literally banned us.
yeah, because of some
Whoa.
sensitive word community
Yeah.
guidelines that you messed up. You're
Yeah.
gonna be banned for a week.
Yeah, literally exactly a week. Yeah, exactly a week.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, he's smart. He knows what he's doing. He's trying to keep that that
Options
connection.
open.
Yeah, that connection so that when he goes there, there is that possibility still, right? Every guy, one way or another, has
But he
sweet
cut
talked
it.
their way to that situation. What do you mean? What do you mean he cut it?
But he blocked me in all fronts, so there's no more.
Yeah, he's cleaning his paper trail. He's cleaning his tracks,
Yeah.
because he probably met a girl online as well. If you
Yeah.
meet a girl online again, man, you got to cut your every. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if you know this, Celeste, but I don't know if you know this, Noam, right? When you get into a relationship or you're trying to get with another person, you always have to think of the trail. The trail is any possibility whatsoever that could go back to you. Meaning, if I'm out there, I just met Celeste, right? The trail is that I need to figure out, is there any connection with past women that I've been with or possible friends that I might know that she might know? Is there a trail that's going to go back to me? You have to think of that so that you don't screw yourself over. Most men don't do that. Learn that the hard way. And you should, because one way or the other, there's always a connection.
I don't want to get too
Especially
sidetracked here,
online.
but I'm thinking if I meet a girl and then I find out about her paper trail, I'm not. I don't know. I don't see myself going down that rabbit hole and trying to find out like, what her past transactions were.
Well, I mean, you're not looking at the past transactions. You're just trying to possibly think, is
No,
there a
'cause
connection to like something?
they only do that because if you're doing it sabay, if it's at the same time, the same
Right.
exact overlapping timeline, that's when he needs to remove the overlapping timeline.
That's exactly what it is. I forgot to mention that. If there's an
It's
overlapping,
not just the past.
correct.
It's an overlap. Yeah.
Forget. I didn't mean to say the past. I meant to say the overlapping timeline. That's good job. Good job.
Sabay
Yeah.
sila.
Yeah. So
Oh,
But
this
how
I
are
is
would
you
say
though?
one.
I wouldn't be
One.
interested.
How are you?
I mean, I cried for maybe. Well, I cried when he sent that message, and then when he blocked me again. I mean, when he blocked me and everything, I cried about that. But then after that, I was done. I was like, oh, that's okay.
So how long were you together?
4 months.
And when did this happen?
Let me check.
How long ago has it been?
Yeah.
Let me check.
It's like a light switch. It's like, Alexa, turn off the light.
So May 17, he wasn't returning my calls. That was when I was in La Union for my beach house turnover, and I wanted to call him and show him around. Like, look, it's here. It's what I've been talking about, and he was supposed to stay there, and he was like
The
all
only
so
thing it's
excited
missing
about.
is you. Oh, wow.
Anyway, and then on Nanai's birthday, May 18, was when he was like, when I said, why haven't you gotten back in touch with me? And then he said, just having a bit of break from my phone. And then he's like, just sick of using it. And then I was like, okay, I respect that, but can you just let me know ahead of time next time instead of ignoring me? And then he's like, yeah, okay, sorry. And I was like, okay, it seems fine-ish, blah, blah. And then a few days later, on May 19, I think, he says, just need a break for a week. That's all he says. Just need a break for a week. So I'm like, oh, can I ask why? He's like, I just need my own time for a bit. That all good? I'm like, okay. And I was like, nah, this is going downhill. I knew already. And then on May 21 is when he sent that long text message.
Wow.
I just feel different now over the last month. And I also said, like, is there somebody else? Like, you can just tell me straight up. And he's like, no, there's no one else. But it's like, why? We're breaking up already. So just like spill the beans. I don't get it. right?
Yeah, yeah.
Why don't these guys just stay?
I don't know. I mean, everybody's different. What do you think, Noel? You seemed a little bit too it's like I don't know what's going on. You have that expression in your face like what? Huh.
I'm just trying to. I'm I'm empathizing with Celeste here. It sucks to be in that situation, and then I'm trying to understand what's going on with the guy. Like he turned everything off like a light switch,
Mm-hmm.
and then at the same time, it's like, yeah, it's an online thing where I, I don't know how to react to it. Really, it's a bit
Yeah.
confusing.
It's new age shit.
Well, it's not even that.
Yeah.
Honestly, when a guy acts like that, I mean, in my head, it's automatic that there's just another woman.
Right.
Yeah.
And there was a quick story that I wanted to share. If you want to hear it, there was a time that I was seeing someone, and then I was busy, and then she was like, "Well, if you don't want to talk to me again, it's fine." Though, are you encouraging me to not to just get like she would say shit like, "Oh, why don't you just go back to your ex-girlfriend or something like that?" And I'm like, okay. So I didn't reply or text anymore. And then I guess that was it, because it was like, if you keep encouraging me to go away, or I mean, it's not the same situation as Celeste, but the point is, it's like, if you ask me to not talk to you anymore and I don't talk to you anymore, don't blame me. So
Yeah.
I don't know how that connects to Celeste's situation, but it's one of those things where it's like, you can't just say shit and not expect the other person to react or to take it seriously. And then I don't know, is he waiting for you to start crawling back and to start begging him for it, or where does he? And then there's the part where, oh, but if you still want to meet up and see where this goes, wink
That's what I'm
wink.
saying. Yeah. I mean, it sounds too fishy to me. It
Yep.
No,
sounds
Yep.
it's
too fishy. Yeah.
not just fishy, but have your cake and eat it too,
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
which doesn't really go well with
actually,
fish.
after thinking about it and hearing you say that, everything sounds so convenient.
Yeah.
Hmm.
For
Yeah,
him. Yeah.
convenient. Like you're not playing with somebody's feelings, or that you didn't just hurt somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't feel like playing anymore. I'm gonna go home. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly. That's essentially what he did. Like, he led me on for 4 months, and then the trial period expired.
Yeah. The what do you call that in the relationship, in the beginning part of the relationship? The honeymoon phase
Honeymoon
is over.
phase. Yeah.
I,
yeah.
do you think it has anything to do with the fact that it's long distance? Do you think that
Yeah,
plays
I
a part?
mean, yeah, that's the hard thing. If you're not invested in it like 110%, it's not gonna go any.
You
It's
know,
really not gonna
I heard
succeed.
somewhere recently that if you want to find out if how someone feels about you for real, is just to slow everything down and see how they react. It's going
What
to
do
be
you mean?
difficult. It's going to be difficult for you. I'm thinking in terms of business and in romance. Just like slow everything down. Like,
Well, I
just
don't think that applies here though, because it's slow enough as it is because of the mere fact
'Cause
that
it's
it's a long distance relationship. So it's
sure,
already
sure.
super slow. So how
Yeah, yeah,
else can
yeah.
she slow that down?
yeah.
Well, yeah, you're right. How else could you have slowed it down?
All
But
right.
that's water under the bridge. But
It's
Yeah.
but
not just
point
water under the bridge because
no,
it
but
just
I
happened.
I guess what I mean is, I wish I could get to the point where if I were Celeste and then somebody broke up with me, I would have been like, oh, okay. Like, it's like
I mean, I
block
guess, yeah.
block you
Yeah.
too.
Hey, do you think that it has? I heard somewhere that Filipinos are really notorious is not the right word. Invested is the right word, I guess, in this whole long distance relationship thing. Is that right? Is that accurate? Like there's so
I
many
don't know.
international relationships that goes on with Filipinas and overseas men
Oh
specifically.
yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah,
and
yeah.
now actually the same way goes the other way around where with Filipino men and a lot of German women for some reason.
They have
Oh
websites for that.
Yeah, and long distance
yeah.
Filipinos are
They're
really, really good at long distance relationships. I never knew that.
dating sites
Yeah,
specifically
I think
dedicated to long distance relationships.
Yeah.
I think it's because like I mean the Philippines sucks, right? Like
Don't
it's a
say
hard
that.
place it's a hard place to live in. It's a third world country. People don't
It,
earn enough.
stop.
And
It's not a third world country. Stop that. It's a developing country.
You're bursting
Don't
his
say it's a
bubble.
third world country because it's not. It's a developing country.
anyway, let's agree to disagree. But me going close
Literally
to my
flew
fake
right by.
mic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
What was
like
I
she's leaning.
saying?
Okay.
It's so the Filipinas who go on long distance relationships. It really depends on the class of Filipino because that's the reality. There are the middle class or the upper class who still do these long distance relationships, but um their goal is to find like maybe I don't want to speak for them, but like it's basically how um they just want to have a connection and stuff. But then for other Filipinas with finding these foreign men, um, they're also looking for a connection, but then they also want to get out. They also want to live somewhere else.
They look at it as a ticket out, so they invest their time
Yes.
into it for a
So
possible better
instead
future.
of passport bros or whatever it's called, there's passport
Hose.
gals.
Okay.
Passport.
Stop. I didn't say that. Stop it. You're putting words
Oh
in my
my
mouth.
god. Passport gals.
Passport
Maybe.
gals. Maybe.
I don't
That
know.
makes sense. That makes sense.
It's been a thing for generations. I mean,
Yeah.
the whole people scamming people for green cards and whatever.
Right,
It's a
right.
thing. No?
I mean, man. So
Yeah.
what's next for you? Are we back on Tinder or what?
We have the same one.
Yeah. But it hasn't come from you yet, Celeste. I wanted to hear how you felt about it. What do you really think?
What do you really
About
feel right now about the whole thing?
What's going on? Yeah.
oh, it sucks, but like I said, it's like trial period expired and you move on.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Well, that just kind of tells me that you weren't that invested into it.
No, because it's for me, I don't know. Ever since my nanay died, heartbreak, and also I was in a 7-year relationship that was
If I want to cover my face, I could just
was was it a
Really?
fly or did somebody touch my shoulder?
Ala, Mumu.
So wait, I'm having a hard time concentrating. What was I saying?
7-year relationship.
So yeah, I was in
Af-
a 7-year relationship that just ended too. I mean, it was bad for about 4 years, but ever since then, it's just these tiny relationships that I've had are just tiny relationships.
But it seemed like you were so invested into this guy. What's his
I
name again?
was Nick.
Nick. So it seems like you were
I
so
was.
invested into Nick for a period of time that in a snap of, well, you did say you cried about it. So okay. All right.
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah,
my
I cried
fault.
about it. I was really mad. I was confused. Like, was it me?
You cried
And blah,
about
blah,
it
blah.
for a minute. So
Yeah, but the thing is, if you know your worth as a human being or as a partner in the relationship, you know that if they don't choose you, then bye. You know,
Yeah.
you just move on. It's not the end of the world. I mean, you can. That means
Yeah.
they just weren't for you.
Plus,
Eh,
it's only 4 months. That's like chump change, relationship
Yeah,
wise, you know?
yeah. Honeymoon phase.
Yeah. Well, it's you'll find somebody that you will have that connection with, and when you do, you hold on to it for as long as you can. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah,
Noel, you
yeah,
just look confused as hell, dude.
no, it sucks. I mean, it's like if I met someone, I would I mean, it's like, who am I to advise, right? But it's like, you know what, get back to me in 4 months, and then if you still feel the same way, we'll talk. But
That's
like,
horrible.
no, but no, of course, I'm thinking also at the same time, it's like it is what it is nowadays. I guess you if maybe that's the thing, maybe not to be too invested in it, or like, yes, to be 100%, 110% invested. But
Mhm.
if
yeah,
shit hits the fan or something happens, it happens, I guess.
yeah, yeah. That's my thing.
Right.
That's my
Oh
thing.
man, I forgot to hit record.
Oh,
Did
me
you? Are
too.
you
Oh, you
recording?
did.
No.
Oh, it's okay. It's gonna be saved in the live anyway. I can
Okay,
just
got it.
download the live. Yeah. Um. Yeah, but it's it's
One
never
second.
easy. Sorry. Go ahead.
1 second. You keep talking.
Oh no. So what makes it even harder for, especially for what Christine went through,
Sorry.
or Christine Celeste went through,
Mm,
it's the whole long distance thing. Even though it's long distance, I kind of negate what I said earlier about the whole long distance thing, all right? But even though it's long distance, sometimes the emotion in that could be a lot stronger than, you know, when you're
yeah,
in with somebody face to face.
yeah, especially if you have a really good connection, I guess,
Right, right. You na nga. So
or a good connection, quote unquote, better than what it might be in real life, because that's another thing. Like, there's another dynamic when you're face to face, the connection's not necessarily the same.
I don't think that qualifies with Filipino women though, because Filipino women are very emotional. Not, I'm not saying in a bad way, okay? It's actually a good thing because a lot of that's kind of why men search outside of their country and find these Filipino women, because Filipino women, when I say emotional, it's not just like pure emotion. It reflects on how they take care of their men, what they do for them, or how they present that show or express their feelings, you know? So maybe Noel,
Yeah.
it doesn't work out that way, but I don't think that qualifies with most Filipino women, because no matter what, as crazy as Filipino women are, they're also very emotional and not romantic, but you know, they're very. I guess they're very emotional women. You know, I could be wrong, but I don't know. I don't think I'm wrong.
And maybe there's also that confidence that, love and relationships is like a commodity now. It's like, can
Uh,
get another one. Maybe there's that attitude also.
and that actually that applies to women, because most Filipino women are confident with how they feel about somebody else, or their partner, how they love their partner. At least from my experience and from what I've seen. Like I told you the other day in a conversation we had, I spent
Isn't it?
24 years, no, 22 years of my life with two women, each one being over 10 years or almost 10 years for the other one. So it says a lot. No, nay, nothing. Okay. All right. Good job.
Yeah, no, that's a lot.
I'm
Maybe
bothered by,
freaking lagging or something.
yeah, maybe we all are. I'm bothered by when you say that Filipino women in general. I don't know about that. Isn't it just women
Not,
in general, not
no,
just
maybe not
Filipino women?
all. Not all.
Not all women are like that, or not. I mean, See, I'm gonna step on a gray line here, okay? But a lot of women here in the States are too freaking scary, man. I mean, it's like it's not like they're scary, but the dynamic is just different. The way a Filipino woman expresses their emotion and their life and their love, it's it's com- it's completely different from women here, for example.
That
You
are
know,
not Filipina.
yeah.
Mm,
I'm not saying all Filipino women are like that. Okay, there's actually a lot of Filipino women that are just a pain in the ass. That's just
also,
a fact. Yes, also, you know, um,
yeah.
it's. I hope. I hope it. You see, I want to question. I wanted to. I don't know if she can hear us. I don't think she can hear us, right?
I don't know.
Let me mute her real quick. No, I'm
Okay.
not gonna do that.
You, if
I'm
you
not gonna.
mute
I'm
her,
not
she
gonna mute
just
her.
can't talk, but she can still hear us.
I know. Well, I wanted to ask her, like, are you really okay though? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Maybe that's what.
she did seem very invested in it, but the
Yeah.
strong person that she is maybe masking it a lot better than we would know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's what I was trying to dig through my head, like what I wanted to say or ask.
Yeah.
I think that was at the back of my mind too.
Hmm. Kasi baka nagmamalakas na tao lang siya.
That's
And
right.
there's
But
nothing wrong with that.
it's already
Well,
been. Oh no, it's only been like
it's only
10
been like,
days since.
yeah, like barely 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Barely a week, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hindi ko lang alam kung ano, pero sana she's really okay that she just moves on just like that. And if she is, or if she has moved on like the way she says, then that's great. You know,
Yeah.
it's not. I don't, oh, I don't know anything about long distance relationship really. I've only tried it once in my life, and it's never easy. I won't do it again. It's too hard.
Why'd you have to do it?
Well, I was dating somebody that was here, and then she had to move away.
Oh, she moved out.
Yeah. I mean, I visited her one time to her country. It just didn't work out. There's just too much, the time difference, the not being able to hold that person. There's a lot of factors. It just
Yeah.
didn't.
But can you imagine? Uh, I don't know how this is connected, but can you imagine being married and then one of you, your wife or yourself, you have kids
Yeah,
and you need to work outside in a different country?
correct. Yeah,
I mean, it's not a question of we're gonna break up or not. Let's say you are, it's a solid marriage, but there's this opportunity where you're going to make a lot of money to save your family or to take care of your family.
right.
Either you or your wife, somebody needs to leave.
It's just hard. I can't even imagine. Especially like like that happens a lot here with military men. They get married,
Mm,
and all of a sudden they have a kid, and then you miss a lot, or you get you get assigned to a different country, or you work for the
yeah,
government, you get assigned to a different country, and your wife turns out to be pregnant. You're gonna miss the birth of your child. First this, first that. I personally can't do that.
yeah.
You
And
know?
and there's that thing where you're more invested in your job, or you have to
Yeah.
be, whether it's a choice or you have it's whether it's a choice or not.
It's I don't know. I mean, does money really play that big of a factor? I guess it depends on where you live. What kind of lifestyle you want. Because
Yeah,
a lot of these government people, I mean, they don't make a lot of money as well. Just because you work in the government doesn't mean you make a lot of money. Yes, there's some kind of security in one way or the other, but doesn't mean you make a lot of money. I know some government people that work for the State Department that only make like, well, I make more than them. And it's not easy.
it's a sad situation. So you think, okay, I'm gonna get in a relationship. I'm gonna be part of that demographic that lives a little longer because they're in a relationship, you
Mm,
know,
mm.
or just get a dog or what. Hey, welcome back.
What?
Hey, welcome back.
Back.
I mean, it's
We were secretly talking about you while you were gone.
Ooh.
just turn the light.
Kind of
Like,
wondering
actually play with her though. Keep her busy. Sorry.
if you think you're really okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh
if it's
yeah.
fair to, if it's fair to ask.
Yeah,
Hold on
yeah,
one
I'm
sec.
fine.
Hold on one second, guys.
Hello, little girl.
I think her name's Arya. I'm trying to remember what her name is. Arya.
Arya, you want to say hi?
Yeah.
Huh?
Looks like she just showered.
Oh, fresh and clean, ready for bed.
Yeah, getting ready for bed. I'd be pissed off
Sorry,
though.
guys.
I
Hold on.
mean, I'd be sad, angry, but pissed off at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, because he essentially wasted my time, right?
Yeah.
But if you think of it that way, I mean, at least it was healthy and good. Like, during the whole thing, he was really
Yeah.
sweet and kind and everything. It's just now, that I'm doubting everything that he said and happened
Mm.
because, oh no, my God, taking shit.
And it's so
Just-
abrupt, right? Like within a matter of 2, 3, 4 days, he made that decision already.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
for me,
like,
if I'm thinking
super,
of
super
breaking up
fast.
with, if I'm thinking of breaking up with someone, maybe I'll let her know, but I'm not gonna break up like right away. I'd be thinking about it, or
Right.
it'll be up in the air for us to fix or discuss. But it's not
Unless
like my decision by myself, and then I'll let you know what my decision is.
right. Well,
It's not a job interview.
like I said earlier, I think there's just another party involved, and that's pretty much it. That's
That's what
what
makes
made
it
that
easy.
abrupt and easy decision. I think. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's jump ship real quick and talk about something else.
Selfish move. Let me just end it at that.
Oh, what else do you want me
Yeah,
to say?
Oh, you can hear me. That's awesome. You can walk around.
She's got Bluetooth headset, you ding dong.
Yeah. So it's such a selfish thing.
Yeah.
That's just what I
Anyway.
wanted to say. Yeah. Go ahead. You
What do you
wanted
mean
to?
selfish that I just wanted to move on? It's
No, not you.
no, not you.
Oh, him. Okay, I was about you're hurting my feelings.
No. No, you said you wanted to change topics, and then I was like, I just wanted to add that was a selfish move by that ex-boyfriend.
Okay. So
But I also want to add
Yeah.
that, just so noisy. Just a reminder, I guess, for people who experience these kinds of things, is that just really try to live in the moment, appreciate what's happening in the moment. Like when it's good, and then when it's bad, it's bad. Just you have to recognize these things, and then when you do, you're able to move on from it faster because at the end of the day, you really just have yourself, and
Mm.
if you believe in yourself enough, and if you love yourself enough, that's really all that matters. If something like this happens, like, if they just drop the ball all of a sudden and it's like, what the
And
fuck?
another way to
Yeah.
think about it is like it's a good thing that it happened 4 months in, not 4 years down the line and 4 kids later.
correct.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Because
like all my friends
the-
say, I dodged a bullet,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
because
right. You dodged the bullet.
there are people that I mean, we can call this guy selfish, but there are people on the flip side that are too chicken, or they don't have the balls to say exactly how they feel, and that they don't feel for the person anymore, but they don't love the person anymore, but since they feel bad about it, okay, we'll hang on to it for a little longer, and they can't break up with a person 4 years down the line, 4 kids later.
Right.
There's something that I've been meaning to tell you.
Yeah.
Now you just do you.
Yeah, exactly.
Bye. Good luck.
It's
Do
it's
you for
really it's yeah. It's not a bad situation that I'm in.
No. You're
It happens.
you're young. You're what, 36? You're a baby. Relax. Calm your horses.
34.
30. You're
Jeez.
34. Even that, you're like a little whatever. Calm down, man.
Yeah, exactly.
But just 30,000 view of the whole thing, I'm just sad or upset, or I don't know how I feel. That
Make
that
up your
these things
mind. What is it?
that these things happen, and it happens even easier because of the stuff that's going on, because we're online and we could just click each other off, cancel each other, delete, block
Right.
at a flick of a finger, and send you a text like, hey Jay, I don't feel like doing the podcast this week.
See, that's what I hate though. I hate the fact that it was done by text. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, right. He could have called me. I mean,
Yeah. Jesus.
are you a 13-year-old boy in school or something?
Yeah. I
Right?
mean, I don't understand that. To me, that's just cowardly, and he needs to just, you know, suck it up and like do what you got to do. Breaking
And
up with somebody is the worst, but Jesus.
there's even no hint of, hey dude, I sorry, I don't mean to hurt you kind of thing. It was just, oh, I don't feel like it anymore, peace out. Oh, by the way, but if you do want to get in touch with me, maybe things can still work out. It's like, either way you look at it, it was so selfish. He was
Right.
only
Right.
thinking about himself and his benefit, and
That's it. There's no
he
other
thinks
questions to that.
he's being
It
considerate by giving her a chance just in case she wants to try.
That's not being considerate. That's being selfish, because all he wanted to do was get it in the Philippines just in case. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
it. There's no questions to that. I don't think. It was too convenient. Hi, Manang. Kamusta na?
So,
Manang. Manang. Oh. Manang.
but
Anyway.
I mean, is there a way to avoid it? Is there a way to?
No, it's life. There's no other way to avoid that. It's life. Things happen.
Yeah. But I think, Tan got it, Celeste got it from the beginning already. You got to walk into it like loving yourself, knowing about yourself already before you walk into something like that, because anything can happen.
Yeah. Because the thing is, if you're not confident and healthy about yourself, you're going to be
Yeah.
codependent
Yeah.
and you're going to rely on the other person for your happiness. And when that happens,
That's the worst.
you just go downhill.
Yeah.
Because anyone can just break your heart like that.
Right.
And if you're relying on them for your happiness, what are you going to do? Right? When he does break your heart, or she, they, them.
And then, but all the movies, everything that we see on the media, it's all about like, when are you gonna get married? It's all about like, finding that other person in your life. It's never really about loving yourself. I mean, it's going to be a difficult movie to make, but you know what I mean? It's like we're brainwashed into thinking that it's all about finding another person or finding a partner. And then when you do find a partner, but you don't love yourself enough.
The flip side to that is a lot of Filipinos, male or women, or male or female, that's like the bottom line goal, finding that special love, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. But skipping over that first part, which is loving yourself. But where do you learn to love yourself? Family, how you grew up, and that whole background. Like, you don't just love yourself because you love yourself. You love yourself because you were taught by somebody else.
No,
Like
you
your parents.
you discovered that.
Ideally, your
No,
parents
but
would teach you how to love
it's
yourself.
easier. Yeah, it's easier to love yourself when you have a solid family base that you grew up in. So, you can
Yeah, I
come from a
guess.
broken family And
Yeah.
that's when you have to develop that confidence and belief and love for yourself alone. But then it's still easier if you come from a healthy parental unit that taught you that, hey, you have value, you're worth something. You have to keep remembering that, and that's what healthy parents do. But some people don't
Right.
experience that, so it's harder for them to find that belief in themselves because
Yeah.
they were taught that, hey, you're nothing, you don't deserve us, so we're going to abandon you, or they beat you or something. Different situations happen with like parental units, so
Yeah.
it's harder to get out of that.
I think you need to discover yourself first.
Yeah. But what I'm
Even
saying a while ago was that it's so tempting. It's so tempting to want to find somebody else because of all the media that we're seeing, all the movies that we're seeing.
I don't think it's because of them or because of that. I think it has nothing. I mean, there is some kind of factor to that, but I think it's mainly because we're built that way.
To find someone, to look for
Yeah.
someone else.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
necessarily. But see, here's the difference though. The reason behind finding somebody else is what makes a difference. To me, I didn't find a partner just to have a partner. I wanted to find somebody to share my life with. And I want
Yeah.
that other person to share their life with me as well, the good or the bad. I believe that that's the key there. Not
Yeah.
because not because I'm trying to find somebody just so that I have somebody to wake up with the next morning or
And
somebody
that's the
that
healthy way. That's the
right,
healthy way. But some people, like what Noelle is saying, that some people just find somebody to fill that void, that your concept of sharing your life with somebody, they can't do that because they're not able to share something they don't have. So
right.
they try to find what they want to share from that other person, and that becomes toxic.
Let's
And that's
let's try to be
toxic for both parties.
Yeah, I
let's
guess.
let's, let's try to be judgmental and talk about this guy a little bit more. Where do you think he's at and where he's going? Why do you think he has the capacity to do this, or why do you think he did it the way he did it?
Right. Well, what do you think is the reason he did it? What's the real reason you think he did it?
Do you think he was into the life together thing, or was he just
Was there
scoring
another woman
points?
or did he just wanted to really be alone or what? Maybe it was too much for him. What do you
We're
think?
never gonna know. We're never gonna know if I keep thinking about, excuses for him or reasons for why he did what he did. I'm just gonna spiral into like a world of self-doubt because it's like,
Yeah.
No,
why did
but
he
no,
do
but by
this?
you coming up with some kind of conclusion gives you the closure that you will most likely never get.
Nah,
No,
but
but the
see,
closure is that it ended. That's the closure.
she's not
That
gonna
he
fall
didn't
for our
choose
trap.
me.
Yeah.
She
That
loves
Right.
he
herself
didn't
enough.
Yeah, that he didn't choose me, and that's the closure. That's the healthy way of, finding closure. Because if you keep making excuses that aren't actually real,
That's not
that's
healthy at
not
all.
that's
How
healthy.
no,
You
how
move
can you
on.
think that it's healthy to just think and accept the fact that he just didn't choose me. That's it. How is that healthy? That does not
It's
give you
healthy.
any
It
closure or understanding about yourself.
it does, because I'm not going to question my worth because
You're
he
not
ended things.
questioning your worth, but wouldn't you want to know?
Why?
All right.
If
Look
it
at you
doesn't
guys.
come from him mismo, then what's the point, right? Because I'm just going to be making up scenarios, overthinking when it's not even real fact. Like, oh, maybe he has another girl. Yeah, that could
Right.
be a reason. Maybe he really just wants to find himself. Yeah, that could be a reason. But I mean, at the end of the day, he didn't choose me. So that's the reason, right? That's the reason.
Right. Well, good
Because
for
he
you.
decided not to choose me.
Good for you.
That's the only reason that matters. And that's the fact. That's the fact that we have.
Right.
Everything else is just imagination.
Speculation, imagination.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, how's the weather there today?
It's good. Blue skies.
Change topic just like that. No, 'cause
Oh,
there's been a storm looming the past couple of days here.
Super Typhoon Betty is on her way, right?
Man.
No, tomorrow supposedly, Monday.
Did she just slow down and she's still coming tomorrow, or does the forecast say that's about it for?
I don't know. According to TV Patrol today, it's still on its way.
Let me check.
While you're doing that, I'm thinking also in terms of like maybe also in the motorcycle. I can't be complaining like, oh, it's raining. Like, I feel so sorry for myself because I'm on the motorcycle. I'm kind of relating this to the relationship with Celeste. It's like it is what it is. You chose to be in that situation, the motorcycle, long distance relationship, and sometimes it rains and you get wet, and you just adjust or work with the situation. Maybe is what also Celeste is saying. It's like, oh, he broke up with me, so that's the closure, that's the situation, that's what's happening.
Yeah
Just like open your eyes. But
open
I
your
just
eyes.
I just couldn't move on with the idea that we're just saying, okay, well, that's it happened, move on. Like, okay, brush it off.
I can't do that. See, that's what I was trying to get through earlier. To me, I would need not necessarily closure, but maybe some kind of proper understanding in my head, because that would drive me crazy.
What would drive you crazy?
The fact that I don't know what's going on or what happened.
So if a girl tells you
why.
You're playing Fortnite, the girl says, I don't feel like it anymore, I gotta go, we're breaking up, bye. You have to like dig through, like, why what's the reason, tell me about it, explain. I would have just been like, okay, change game, block everything, move. That's not exactly what I would do.
You would do that as well? Noel?
No,
is that what you're saying?
No, I'd be a hypocrite if I said that, but I think I'm at a point right now. If my girlfriend just decides to break up with me, I'll be like, okay, I'll find another motorcycle. You know what I mean? It's like I'll try to. It's just I'm not with you when it in terms of like trying to dig through it and try to find out, like understand, explain, like, what did I do? Did I say something wrong? Did Celeste say something that changed her mind? Did she not play Fortnite enough or Call of Duty enough? Is she not that good? Like, no, the guy made a decision. It was selfish, and he never considered her how she might feel about it. It was just not in the mood anymore.
Right.
And you got to give him credit for being honest.
Yeah, but I can't just give him credit for that, because if you're gonna do it over text, it doesn't count. I'm sorry. Don't F yourself.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it by text, you can go jump off a bridge, go up the twin tower, not the twin tower, go up 20 stories high and jump off. I don't give a crap. I'm sorry.
That's why I keep saying, the trial period ended. It expired.
Okay, I get it now.
Because
there was an expiration date, and it was like 2 weeks overdue.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. I understand.
I think that's the only way I can have that closure is, it just ended. So yeah, it just ended.
But when you say that you were a jerk also before, or you were something similar to this guy, is this something that you would have done? Would you have done it this way? How would you have done it properly? Yeah. I mean,
I've never broken up with anybody over text.
Well, that's what I mean. Being the jerk that you are, can you quantify? I want to understand what kind of.
So it's different. Okay. Like I have broken up with women for stupid reasons to begin with. Okay.
Like another girl?
Yes. Yes, I have. So I'm gonna give you an example. I was dating this girl for like maybe 3 months in total. Okay. In the middle of that, after a month when we started dating, we made plans to go to Vegas to go party with some friends. We are gonna meet up with some friends of mine in Vegas. We're gonna go gamble, go party, go drink, whatever. At the last minute, I decided for her not to go. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go with my friends by myself, even though she was all excited about it already, right? I go to
Because
Vegas. I met somebody, hooked up with her, yada yada yada. And then when I
wait,
came
wait,
back,
wait. Did you have it planned that you were going to meet up with someone already, or why did you decide
no,
not to bring
because
her along?
because I wanted to party with my friends. And if I bring her
For
alone, I'm not gonna party. I won't be able to party with my friends. I'm just gonna like, oh, how you doing? You want to go? What do you want to drink? Oh yeah, yeah,
for
yeah. You want to go back
for
to the
real?
hotel?
That was the only reason why you decided to not bring her
Wait, how
anymore?
old were
Yes.
you? How
Oh
old were you?
man, I was
You have to consider the age.
35. 35. I
Okay,
had
so
just
young pa.
no. Let me get this back. I had just gotten off a 11 and a half year relationship. Okay.
Mm.
So I broke up at 11 and a half years, and then I had a 2.5 years where I was single. And when those in the span of those 2.5 years, I basically crunched up my entire 20s and acted it all out throughout that time frame, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good context. Okay.
Right. So, well, it's exactly what happened. Unfortunately. So
Yeah.
when I got back from Vegas, I went to my girlfriend's house and I broke up with her. I was considering just texting her, but instead I went with her to her house, sat outside her front door stoop, talked to her, and she asked, "Why? Did there anything I do wrong?" And I just told her, "I'm just wanting to be by myself."
Okay.
I mean,
Lie.
it's a well, no. I never got with that other girl
Yeah, but
again.
you still cheated on her, right?
Yes, I did,
You
but
still
it
cheated
doesn't
on
mean
her, but you used the I just want to be by myself as an excuse instead of saying, "Hey, I cheated on you. I'm going to
correct,
break up with you. I'm sorry."
correct, correct.
Right?
Right. But it's not like I'm not making an excuse for what I did. Yes, I did what I
Yeah,
did,
yeah.
but
I
my
I
point
don't
is,
remember doing anything like that in my life.
It's because just kidding. I'm just kidding.
hi, Christine, how are you?
Hi.
What
You're
an
just like,
asshole.
I've never done anything.
I plead the fifth. So yeah, you don't break up with anybody over text. I don't
Yeah,
even
that's
believe
good.
in breaking up with anybody over a phone call. At the
Yeah. You could have
very
at least
least,
did a phone call.
yes, at the very least, a phone call, or in today's technology, a video chat. At the very,
Yeah.
very, very, very least. The wor-
Yeah.
the fact that he did it over text, man. If I see him walking next to me and there's a bus coming, I'd literally throw him under the bus.
It's hard to break up with someone though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
It's uncomfortable. It's
because it's supposed to be uncomfortable and hard because that just means that you're showing your concern and support for the other still.
that's
Yeah.
why I never broke up with someone. I just left. Just
Well,
didn't.
that's
That's just as bad as texting it.
oh, well, no, actually, they're still together.
That's worse. Is it worse? Overlap.
Yeah. No, I'm remembering my college and high school college breakups. It was just so like, how do you
Right.
do this?
Listen, guys, I am sorry to cut this short, but I need to get out.
Okay.
Okay.
Text bye.
Um,
Leave meeting. Go.
You're breaking up with us?
no,
Fine.
seriously, no. You guys
Just
can
click up.
continue. You
No,
guys
we
can continue. I can just close my camera.
just click a button and go. Bye.
You need a poop?
No,
Are you gonna-
I have. I'm out. I'm out.
Do you need to do a drawn out explanation? Do you need like 5 minutes to explain yourself?
All right, listen, asshole. No, I just don't know what you want to do. You guys can keep going and just end it when you want to end it.
Not good, bro.
We're good.
Catch
Okay.
you on the next episode.
All right, guys. Listen, I'm
Catch
sorry.
you on the flip side.
Now that she's single, the true her comes out, huh? Anyway, listen. Thank you for tuning in. We apologize for the cutoff. It's completely my fault. We will make it up to you. Again, this is the flip side with Jay Noel. My name is Jay.
My name is Noel. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, Celeste.
us, Celeste.
We'll get you on the next one again because we want to continue this conversation. All right, and we'll catch you later.
On the flip side.
You can catch the full episodes on youtube.com at The Flip Side with Jay and Noel. Full episodes uploaded every Wednesdays and Saturdays.